security or collateral that I will hold in order to do business with you. They break open your house one time, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well hear this now, Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go, it come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go in a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you go to the church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saieed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Tuesday, the 31st of January 2023. It's almost the last day in this month already. How time flies. So viewers, remember, I'm a licensed money lender. Those of you who are looking for cash is not a problem. You can also contact me. Pop the number on screen there. You can also contact me, viewers. Remember, Real Talk Credit Union information. There's a 4% on fixed deposit. We have two offices in Shogunas and in San Fernando. In South is just for the convenience of the South people. You want the offer, grab the offer. It is for you in the San Fernando area. 4% on a fixed deposit at Real Talk Credit Union information. Numbers on screen, viewers. It's 339-1670, 242-7690, 238-6716, and 267-7325 is the number to contact our office. Remember, 4% on fixed deposit, you're not getting it anywhere else in Trinidad and Tobago. You're not getting it. Go to your banks, go to your credit union, go to whatever financial institution you have, and ask them about it. It's 4% per year. Now, to get that 4%, you have to have a 5-year contract with Real Talk Credit Union information. Remember, we are also opening accounts for kids. So if you have your kids, you want to start saving for them, it's not a problem. The commercial banks turn you down, it's not a problem. Real Talk with Saieed is right here to help you save money for your kid for the rainy days. Remember viewers, it's Real Talk Credit Union information. We're here to help, we're here to change things in Trinidad and Tobago. When I tell you I am going to change the way banking operates in Trinidad and Tobago, trust me, trust me. I have a track record in Trinidad and Tobago that when you're here, I come here and I say, hey, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. You're going to see it come forth. It comes true. It comes true. My light don't dim, My light always lighting. We need gas for that light. Always remember that. So viewers, it's Tune It Up Tuesday tonight. And what are we going to tune up tonight? Acting Police Commissioner Earl Christopher name has been submitted to Parliament for debate for the position of Police Commissioner. After Police Service Commission delivered the merit list for the position of the Office of the President yesterday. This was confirmed via the order paper for Friday sitting of the House of Representatives, as Christopher appointment will be the first order of business on Friday. So is Christopher going to be the new Commissioner of Police for Trinidad and Tobago? Because it's going to be a debate. Imagine that. Earl Christopher. Now viewers, members of the police service delivered the merit list with an accompanying letter to the President's office just 1 day short of the January 31st deadline. An official statement from the office of the President stated that the notification was delivered to the President's office signed by outgoing President Paula Weeks and forwarded to the Parliament. Once the recommendation reaches the Parliament, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley is expected to lead the debate on whether the Police Service Commission top candidate will be accepted or rejected. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Earl? Is it going to be Christopher? Who is it going to be? Or is it going to be Earl Christopher? Trinidad and Tobago, Friday, let me tell you something. It's going to be a hot day in Trinidad and Tobago. A hot day. Reports stated that Christopher, former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith, and former Acting Police Commissioner McDonald Jacob all applied for the position. Who is going to be? Hey, Trinidad and Tobago. With these names, Gary Griffith, McDonald Jacob, and Earl Christopher, who do you think? Now, 3 of them were police in Trinidad and Tobago. We had one acting, we had one commissioner, and we have one in debate for the position. So who do you think is going to top that position? We have seen the performance of Jacob, we have seen the performance of Gary, and we have Earl Christopher, who is the acting commissioner of police presently. So we have seen, more or less, performance of these individuals. I wonder who the Prime Minister is going to put, or who the Parliament is going to vote. Now, we want somebody in Trinidad who could actually make a dent in crime. We want somebody in Trinidad who can guarantee the safety of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. These citizens want somebody who they can trust. And thus far, from Gary to Jacob to Christopher, who do you think the people's choice would be? Would be. So tonight, we ain't going to pick nobody. We ain't going to side with nobody. Let me leave that for the president and the parliamentarians to do. Understand? So that is their job. Their job to do. Our job is to just look at the performance of these individuals and them over the last years. Over the last years. And what have been their performance? What has been their performance? You be the judge. So when you're here, the Police Service Commission and the Prime Minister and the President say, well, hey, we nominated Gary for the post. Everybody know the performance of Gary. When they come out and say, well, you know what? We have nominated McDonald Jacob. Trinidad and Tobago have seen the performance of McDonald Jacob. Or if they say they have nominated Earl Christopher, Trinidad and Tobago have seen her performance. But who really made a dent in crime? Who? Each one of them had top level. Being an acting commissioner, you could go with a suggestion. If that's how we don't have the commissioner now, an assigned commissioner, the acting commissioner could make recommendation. Hey, right here, right there, right there. We try to keep down crime. Make your name look good. Did any one of them do that? I'm just throwing out something to you, the citizen, so you would know what is taking place in our country. Former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith is calling on citizens to support the top candidate for the post of the Police Commissioner, Earl Christopher. In a video posted to his social media, Griffith advised Christopher not to be politically swayed if selected. He stated that Christopher's role is more pivotal to TNT collective future, and he encouraged her to resist being used as a political pawn and to remember her oath in office is to be of service to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to this.
This is why Earl Christopher's role is even more pivotal to our collective future. So I want to encourage the soon-to-be appointed commissioner to resist being used as a political pawn in anyone's games, and to remember her oath in office is to be in service of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and not to be politically manipulated or controlled, even if it costs her the post of commissioner.
Griffith stated that he reapplied, knowing that the process would be manipulated, so that one man can get a desired outcome. Listen to him.
As I stated to the public when I reapplied for the post of Commissioner of Police, I did this knowing fully well that this new process would be manipulated to ensure a result that one man and one man alone wanted. And he did so regardless of whether it affected the safety and security of citizens, especially at a time when our country has never experienced such bloodshed and fear of crime in our history. I reapplied simply to expose the dictatorship that exists in this country because of a flawed, easily manipulated constitution, with one man handpicking a president who then handpicks what is supposed to be an independent body, such as the Police Service Commission.
Now viewers, listen to this. Christopher, who turned 60 in May, will need the government's extension for a year if she is elected. If appointed, she will need 3 extensions if she is to complete the contract of approval as the next police commissioner. With his hopes of returning to the police now officially dashed, Griffith said his new aim is to protect the country from political standpoint. He added that he is more determined as his new political mission is now fully possible, and he asked citizens to help him by having him serve in government in the next 2 years. Listen to Gary.
Personally, I am even more encouraged and determined as my new political mission is now fully possible. I have served my nation as a commissioned officer in the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, National Security Advisor, Minister of National Security, and Commissioner of Police. Now, help me to help you by having me serve you in government in the next 2 years, which is why I ask you to stand with me and let us do what is required to remove this government democratically. I assure you, when we are in government, you will once again see the massive turnaround in crime you experienced prior to me demitting office as Commissioner of Police.
Now, viewers, Gary is asking us to support him in becoming a political party to be the next party that governs our country. Let's have a discussion about that. From you to us. Remember, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, you can contact us at 238-6716. That is 238-6716. I want to hear what you have to say concerning that Gary now has formed a party and he is into politics and wants to be the next, him and his party wants to be the next government to serve the people of Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to talk about that after this break.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. So do you think in the next 2 years, the former Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, who formed a party, do you think this party will be strong enough to convince the citizens of this country, Trinidad and Tobago, to vote for them? Now, you can drop your comments, you can communicate with us through our phone line 238-6716. Call us live on the program. Let me hear what you have to say. In the meantime, Acting Attorney General Stuart Young has ordered an immediate investigation into the state failed to defend a malicious prosecution claim by 9 men who were acquitted of the murder of businesswoman Vindra Naipal Kuhlman. In a statement on Tuesday, the Office of the Attorney General said the matter will be discussed at a press conference on Wednesday. On Monday, High Court Master assessed damage for the 9, amounting to $20 million. Each man is set to receive $2.1 million plus interest for malicious prosecution. The 9 were among 12 men who went on trial in 2016 for the murder. 8 were acquitted by a jury, and 1 was released after the trial judge agreed he had no case to answer based on prosecution evidence that was led at the trial. Wow. What you would do after you serve your time span, you come out, you sue the state, you get a piece of money, you go back and you turn a millionaire. Other countries, that ain't happening, you know. Only in Trinidad. So viewers, Real Talk Group of Company have some vehicles for sale. You can contact our office. They have the Vogue Range Rover. They have a 180 CLA AMG new model Benz. There's a Sportage. And there's also, drop the Sportage. There's also a Sportage for sale. Contact our office. There's also an Audi, the new shape Audi. Well maintained. Well maintained, viewers, immaculate condition. And there's also a Porsche. Hear the Porsche? There's also a Porsche, viewers. I am selling my Porsche. Yeah. It's a Cayenne Porsche. It's now doing 38,000 kilos. It's a Maserati kit. The only Porsche in Trinidad and Tobago with a Maserati kit. Belongs to Real Talk Group of Companies. So the Porsches are for sale, viewers. You can contact our office at 2386716 or 3391670. Remember that. Just flash it back one more time. We have the Porsche for sale. We have a Vogue Range Rover new model. We have a new model Mercedes-Benz. And we also have a Audi, new shape, well maintained. And we have a Sportage, well maintained, customized interior. So viewers, if go up on my Facebook page, Saieed Ali, you will see photos of it. Price is negotiable. Contact me at 3391670 and we'll do business from there. So as we go back to our program, viewers, it's a sad thing, you know. It's a sad thing, you know. The police officer who was captured in a video that went viral on social media on Monday allegedly attempted to arrest a traffic warden on duty in Port of Spain has been suspended. The suspension was confirmed in a media release issued by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service last evening. The officer was suspended from duty by Acting Commissioner of Police, Erla Haywood Christopher. You see? You see? She have the power. Now, pending the outcome of the investigation into the incident. Now, viewers, come back, director. So here what we're going to do. We're going to interrupt the video from yesterday. I want the public to see what took place on Monday, and then we're going to show you today. So we're running yesterday's video. Yesterday's video. So Trinidad and Tobago you're going to see. And there is something here from the Ministry of Works and Transport that I will be reading for you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Somebody go break a jail, you know. It's a handle. Different strokes for different folks, you know. Somebody go break a jail in this one. Mark my words. The magistrate is want to see evidence, correct? So we have evidence. Look at yesterday's video.
Yes. Porsche.
This is what took place. This is what took place yesterday. So you see that, viewers? This took place yesterday. So this is what took place yesterday, viewers, right? So what you're going to see is now, This is what actually took place on the flip side of the video. Look at it carefully. Traffic warden is directing. Now, PSB is investigating. I don't want to say nothing much, but this video has been circulating. Look at it carefully. I am not a police, I am not a lawyer. Officer is doing their work. Look at it. They stopped him. He comes out. I am not the court, you know. But look at this. Look at this. Look carefully at what transpired. You see a lot of officers there, warden officers. Their job is to direct traffic. There's an individual who apparently don't want to take instructions. We could clear, you will see just now, you will see it. We have the warden officers gathered together, and apparently, or allegedly, maybe one of them is going to write up a ticket. But I want you to look at this. Look at this. Look at the first move. Who is making the first move? Hold on, you will see it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at the Trinidad and Tobago. The court is one footage. You need evidence to go in court. Look at the evidence. Look at it. The video is 3 minutes long. Look at that. She's not even fighting back. Look at it, look at it. That is what took place. Imagine that, eh? You're off duty. You are being stopped by somebody on duty. Whether you're off duty or not, you are being stopped by a traffic warden. You are being stopped by a traffic warden. Somebody on duty. Not just somebody, but somebody who is authorized to stop your vehicle. Come back to me, Director. It doesn't matter who you are. From the president, come straight down to the poor man on the street. Does not matter who you are. Those officers in green were appointed to conduct traffic warden business. So I'm going to read something here for you. Hey, somebody breaking a jail. So listen to this. The Ministry of Works and Transport note with grave concern the viral video which captured the physical altercation between a traffic warden and an off-duty police officer of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service on Monday, 30th January 2023 on Frederick Street in Port of Spain. Any conduct or display of behavior by any member of the public that amounts to interfering with the power of a traffic warden and an obstruction in the execution of their duty must be condemned and dealt with in accordance with the law. Members of the public are reminded that under the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 48.50, a traffic warden is appointed by the Commissioner of Police to assist in the control and regulation of road traffic and enforcement of road traffic laws. Also, a traffic warden in uniform has the authority to issue fixed penalty notice to motorists for traffic violation. All listen again. The ministry also take this opportunity to advise the public that in section 10A, number 3, states, any driver who failed to comply with the direction given by traffic warden while on duty or obstructed a traffic warden in the execution of his duty or aids or incites any other persons not to comply with the directions of a traffic warden or obstruct a traffic warden in the execution of their duty, of his duty, is guilty of an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $10,000 and 6 months in prison. Come on. Know that? That is why we put it on screen, so you would understand. Summary conviction of a fine of $10,000 and 6 months imprisonment. So you're paying your $10,000 and 6 months. The courts wanted video footage. You have to have footage in order to get sentenced. You have to have evidence in order to get sentenced. So what do we have there, Trinidad and Tobago? Somebody say something. Ooh, good. I remember the song. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch my soul. Caller, good night.
Hello?
You're live on Real Talk. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon. I am calling to say I am a senior citizen, 80 years of age, work with government in all ministries, and I find that Gary Griffith is the person that fits to be the commissioner, but it has the higher authority who don't want to give him because he did take steps by holding big people family.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. So viewers, you have evidence, you have seen it. So now we are not going to pass down the law. Remember, we're in the media. This is the #1 current affairs program. We bring the evidence to you, the citizens. But there is the law, there's investigator, there's PSP, there's different department that's going to carry out their part of the investigation. So we're not going to say who's going to get what and who's to say this and who's to say that and who jail him. No, that is not my job. My job is to show what actually happened and the laws that come with it, that governs the traffic wardens and them. Look at that. So we are going for a short commercial break, viewers. But when we come back, I have some persons of interest to highlight right after this break.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
we have two persons, Shalina Mohammed. Shalina, would you please contact me tomorrow, 3391670. Please do that. Don't let tomorrow pass. And we're looking for Alicia Ramnanan. We're looking for Alicia Ramnanan. That's Alicia? So Alicia, could you please contact me tomorrow, 3391670. Thank you. So Shalina Mohammed and Alicia Ramnanan. You all know why I am doing this. So please contact me tomorrow. Don't let tomorrow pass, because other things will pop up on the national television. So viewers, we have a call. Call her good night. You gone? Hello? Nah. The Ministry of Education is promising intervention to 106 schools in the form of additional student service, security, academic support, and infrastructural repair as it expands its remedial program titled Re-Engaging for Success. The Ministry's Chief Education Officer, Dr. Peter Smith, stated that it should be a cohesive support and system which enables students to overcome barriers of learning and re-engaging them in classroom instruction. Peter added that the focus will be on the academic, social, emotion, and intellectual learning obstacles that occur at the family schools, peer and individual level. So listen to this.
The Ministry's remediation program titled Re-Engaging for Success involves the development of a comprehensive, multifaceted and cohesive system of support which will enable students to overcome barriers to learning and re-engage them in classroom instruction. The focus will be on the academic, social, emotional, and intellectual learning obstacles that occur at the neighborhood, family, school, peer, and individual level. The major objective of this remediation program initiative is the enhancement of regular classroom strategies to enable learning to improve instruction for students who have been disengaged from learning at school and for those with mild to moderate learning and behavioral problems.
So that is something new that they are introducing in school, viewers. Let's see how it goes. It's something new from the ministry, but listen to this. Meanwhile, Minister of Education Dr. Nyang Gasbidoli stated that the program began in 26 secondary schools over the last academic term and is being expanded to 80 primary schools for this academic term. Listen to this.
The fact is that our system does have many of these measures built in currently, but they have fallen by the wayside in one way or another over the past years. Therefore, what is critically required is not a new fancy initiative, it is accountability. The staff of the Ministry of Education at all levels who occupy the relevant positions must take charge of their bit of the system and ensure that it works. There must be communication at all levels between divisions, and the methods of data collection and analysis must evolve to suit the needs of today. Only when the system, as it is fully operational, will we know where tweaks are required, and that is the task to which the ministry has set itself, to get our system working to the benefit of the children it was meant to educate.
Call her good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
So this situation with the police and the warden officer, what I don't understand is that do warden officers give people tickets or they just stop them and let them know well so and so? Because this officer, like he just come out and reads because he's a policeman and they'll lower than him, you understand? So I don't understand because, you know, you have to like here, like, okay, or she give my ticket or this and that. But it was wrong in any case for this policeman to do what he has to do. It was very wrong. He's an off-duty policeman. He's supposed to go along. According to the situation, he do what he has to do, lock up or whatever. But he was wrong in any case. I give him wrong.
Thank you, my dear. Now, our job is just show what took place. That is our job. We in the media, that is our job. Our job is not to execute judgment on them. I just draw a certain law, an amendment from the Ministry of Works and Transport. We showed you the video of what happened. Part were yesterday. Today we saw the actual part, who actually hit first. But let the relevant authority deal with that. The Ministry of Education will meet with stakeholders once again this week to continue discussions on the Teaching Service Commission proposal that it hire teachers for denominational primary school. This was confirmed by Minister of Education Dr. Nian Gasby-Dolly while responding to a question from the media at a press conference on Monday. She stated that the ministry had a number of meetings with the stakeholders, that would be the denominational board as well as a TSC separately. Gasby-Dolly added that there was a joint meeting last week and they are set to have another this week to iron out difficulties and then proceed in a manner that evolves. Listen to this.
We've had a number of meetings with the stakeholders, that would be National Board as well as the TSC separately. We've had one joint meeting last week and we are set to have another this week to iron out all of the issues surrounding this process. Of course, this is managed by the TSC, but the ministry is of course a very involved partner, so we are looking forward to that last meeting which should take place this week, after which we should be able to iron out the difficulties and we will proceed in a manner that evolves after this last meeting.
Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. Great program as usual.
Thank you, thank you.
That video you highlighted there with the off-duty police officer abusing the traffic warden, this is why we have so much bullying in this country. You know?
Yes.
Look, this is in public, you know. To be an inspector in the police service, you should have gone through the ranks, learn administration, learn how to deal with issues like this. It's a situation like that you end up in. But here he is abusing a woman, you know.
Yes, yes.
And I hope Commissioner influence this, you know, set an example in the police service, you know, because you have police officers who beat the spouse and girlfriend and all kind of things. So I hope Commissioner influence is going to make here an example, you know, break he to a constable and put he to work traffic department again, you know. So Commissioner influence, you influence your officers to work, and this noise emanating from the bars throughout this country and disturbing people, retired people, and the vehicles passing up and down the road with music, blasting music, you influence the officers to get out there and work, you know. Mr. Said, you keep up the great work. Thanks very much.
Thank you, my friend. Keep in mind, viewers, they are office holders. They're supposed to uphold the law. Now, listen this. Listen the reality of this now. Supposing that same officer, when goes back on his job, goes in a roadblock, people recognize him, put out his hand, stop you in a roadblock, who is going to take you serious now? Somebody talk to me. Somebody call me. 2386716. Tell me something. Somebody say something. Who is going to respect that officer in a roadblock? I am not yet a judge. We are just having a discussion on a video that has been circulated. We understand and we acknowledge from TTPS that was an off-duty or suspended officer. 2386716. Let me hear what you have to say. Do you think citizens of Trinidad and Tobago now is going to have respect for that same officer in a roadblock? We're not going to judge you now. I just want to hear what all you have to say. Caller, good night. Hello.
Good night.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Okay, Saieed. Good night.
Good night.
Calling on behalf of Gary Griffith. Remember that Gary Griffith said that he have enough evidence to bring down the PNM government. But he never did it. So how could he say that he wants to be the Prime Minister of the country now?
Yes.
I mean, that's a good question to ask, isn't it?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. I understand what you're saying. Alan Ferguson, president of the Trinidad and Tobago Scrap Iron Dealers Association, call on poor persons, members of civil society, trade unions, and oppressed persons to band together and take a stand against the delay in reopening the industry after Carnival. Speaking at a press conference at the association office in Kelly Village, Ferguson stated that while persons are suffering and can't feed their family, others like to shape up and wine. He made a call as scrap iron bill remained unproclaimed by President. The one action left to make, that legislate actual law. Ferguson branded the government as wicked for the slow pace it is treating with the scrap iron bill, and said the Almighty is not holding back on his judgment because the government is only focused on helping the rich. Last August, Attorney General Regional Armour announced the ban on all operation in the scrap iron industry amid high levels of criminal activity in the industry. So I have now been calling on the President, the Attorney General Armour, to revisit the amendments and reopen back scrap iron dealers. Reopen back the industry to export. What is Armour waiting on? You see, according to Stuart Young, Armour is out of the country. He's getting his salary. They say he left on government business. We don't know. We don't know. But at the end of every 30 days, whether Armour is in Trinidad or not, he's collecting his salary. He's collecting his salary. So it's my time now that I let my voice known to Armour. He just Attorney General for Trinidad and Tobago, you know. I respect his office, you know. But at the same time, you have civilians in Trinidad and Tobago depending on you. I respect your office. I respect your office. You want people to respect your office? Get in your office and do the damn job. Do the job. Because me would not hesitate to come here and say, hey, you forget scrap iron and you fly out? You leave people starving and you fly out? You still collecting your money at the end of 30 days? What's some of them collecting? This is my job. This is my job. So to stand for those that cannot talk. Not everybody can be a pit bull, you know. Not everybody. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back from this break, we're going to talk about police makes arrest, firearm seizure in Central after this break.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Welcome back, viewers. Several persons were arrested while 2 firearms and a quantity of marijuana was seized. Marijuana was seized by officers of the Central Division during coordinated anti-crime exercise in the Chaguanas, Couva, and Freeport district. Well done, officers. In a media release, the TTPS said officers of the Criminal Investigation Department, that is CID, and the Central CID operation conducted an exercise in the Enterprise area between 11:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. yesterday. It stated that during the exercise, an abandoned house was searched, which resulted in 1 revolver, 1 bulletproof vest, 1 hat, 1 leg holster, 1 magazine pouch, 1 handcuff pouch, and 1 pistol holster was discovered. The 2 suspects were held during the exercise, a 26-year-old man from Canopia for possession of marijuana and a 40-year-old Chaguanas man in connection with a report of robbery with violence. Police added that in the Freeport district, officers of the CID conducted an exercise at Bukhara Road between 2:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. yesterday, during which they found 1 Glock 19 pistol loaded with a magazine containing 3 rounds of ammunition. Also in the Freeport area, CID officers arrested a 34-year-old man for possession of 7 kilograms of marijuana. Wow. Viewers, illegal items on the streets again. So what type of TTPS officers do we need? What type of commissioner of police do we need? Remember, I am Saieed Ali, and part of Real Talk Group of Company is security and intelligence. That is one of my department. You see, in Trinidad, we need a commissioner that will show bandits, I don't afraid you. I don't care about you doing robbery. I care for the citizen. I will come at you no matter who you are. I will hunt you down no matter where you go. I will send you to prison. I don't care who your father is. That is the type of commissioner of police we need. We need a commissioner of police that does not have fear within him. We need a commissioner of police that will stand for the citizens and not just these citizens, you know, but bring back up TTPS to a standard that citizens will be able to go to the police station and make a report without fear. Because right now, people, they do call in the program and they talk about the treatment they get when they go to a police station, which is rather bad. It's bad, it stinks. It stinks. So when you hear a citizen go to the station and they get this bad treatment from an officer, let me tell you something. There's supposed to be a senior there who this citizen could go to that senior and make a report about that officer. Hey, your officer just ill-treated me. Your officer treated me like a dog on the street. I come to make a report. Now, there are some police officers that when they go to a station, they don't know business who you is in. Where one? Where come here for? I don't think go out and tackle the man. We get that. Now, it have police might, all might want to get me wrong, but we get that. I see officers right in station talking to officers. All can talk to people better than that. If you would come at me for a report, to make a report, and I speaking to you like that, what you would I do? I see officers pull up on officers right there. I witnessed that. Keep in mind, you took an oath to serve the people. Always remember that. The nurses and the doctors went into a job to serve the people. And when a police officer get injured and he go in the hospital, he expects the nurses and the doctor to do their job. What is their job? To serve the sick. To serve the sick. So it's the same thing for protective service. Now, I just support protective service, you know. Part of Realtalk group of company, we have a security and intelligence unit. I support police who stands for the correct thing. You see, this is why I keep saying on my show, I don't ask nobody for funding to tell me what to say on my program. From the time you start to tell me what to say, take your money and go through my glass door. I don't want to hear about you. Because technically, you become part of my problem. And if you are part of the problem, you cannot be part of the solution. No. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Somebody who causes chaos don't fix chaos because they earn from chaos. So why are they going to fix chaos when they are making money from chaos? Somebody say something now, man. I feel like a preacher tonight. I'm feeling like an imam tonight. I'm preaching. We need in Trinidad and Tobago strong backbone, strong individuals who could stand for our country. Stand for our country to really carry it forward. Gary Griffith tried. They tried, but they didn't put him back. They didn't put him back. He was cutting too much chain, I should say. He was making dents. He was improving Trinidad and Tobago concerning crime. You see, that is TTP's job, to control the crime in our country. But there are other things. There's health, there's education, there's transport, there's road, there's the grocery, there's mental health, there's a whole lot of things. But everything have their department. And we all work hand in hand to make a better tomorrow for who? Our children in society. I am trying to make a better tomorrow right here in Trinidad and Tobago for the citizens of our country. Because I am demanding from heads in authority, hey, we need this, we get this for us, fix this. That is what I am doing. And I am doing it at who? My own cost, not yours. I am not boasting, but I am proud. I am proud to say that. I ask for no funding. So when I tell those in authority, yo, fix this, fix that, fix the next, they would know, well, hey, that man is not a beggar. They will know that that man ain't asking nobody to fund his program to demand we. That man demanded from we from his own pocket. That is the kind of pillar Trinidad needs. Works and transport, we need better roads. T&Tech, check the street lights in communities. They need fixing. He begging people to fund his program, man. He just talking, people supporting. Me? That's one thing all I can say about Real Talk. Nobody is supporting and sponsoring Real Talk. That is why Saieed could have gotten things done in Trinidad and Tobago. You know why? I'm at my own strength. I don't depend. So when you hear a man come at you who doesn't depend from nobody, but he's coming at you and you depend on your salary because you're working for the government, say something, somebody. Let me tell you something. God don't need you, you know. Get this through your head. God don't need you. You need God. You know why? There's something we call an adversary, something we call the devil. You are to pray to God to keep you safe from the devil, you know. Because the devil made a promise to God, and I will come after. What? I will come after what you love the most. What God loved the most? What? Human beings. So we're out of time for tonight. The rerun of this program is tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. Remember, Real Talk Group of Company have some vehicles for sale: a Range Rover, a Benz, a Kia Sportage, a Porsche. Contact me tomorrow, 3391670, and we'll do business from there. The Porsche, Range Rover, nevertheless, we're out of time for tonight. So viewers, contact me and we will do business. Until we meet again, ala anta imba la uno shurkuba la inazil anta. Here I am in the presence of the Lord, asking the Almighty God to give me health, strength, and wisdom to go forward into this chaotic world. Ila anta ba inna la azza anta. May God hear your prayer and give you what you ask for. Until we meet again, good night.